This is what it should look like.
See that chunk right there? But that has always been a problem. So this car just got dropped off. I'm going to tell you a quick backstory. We've done work on this car in the past, and the lady that owns it came in and she was slightly upset, and she goes, you know what, I've got to get the car fixed because I got to get rid of it. I went, why you got to get rid of it? She goes, I'm 69. I go, why does that mean you have to get rid of it? She goes, I don't know, 69, I guess I should. Long story, I went, 69, if you can drive it and you don't need to sell it, don't sell it. Let's fix it. So as you see what's going on over here. Looks like you scattered the belt. Hey buddy, how are you? You need a signature?
Yes, sir, if you would. Your name?
John.
Have a good one, Chief.
You too, thank you. As you see what happened here, she said through the belt, well, the amount of rubber everywhere and a lot of that like glistening, see right there? That tells me something's locked up. It's not that one. Oh, there it is. Look at that pulley. So that is probably just blew the bearing out. This other one here is the water pump. That one feels fine. It's all sticky where the belt got stuck. The next one over here is the alternator. If I'm telling you the obvious, go ahead and comment below. I don't know what that stuff is. Alternator feels free. That was one of those stories that when she came in here and said, hey, I'm 69, I have to sell the car. And I went, well, if you have to sell the car because you can't drive it, sell it. But if you can't drive it, there is nothing else like this. You already own it. It's a convertible. She loves the car. I think she said she bought this new, didn't she?
She's owned it for 20 years.
20 years. So imagine owning this car for 20 years and then saying, okay, I have to give it up because I'm 69.
And what year is it? It is in 05.
05. So she's had it.
His whole life.
The whole life, basically. I hear bits of it falling.
Yeah. You can see belt all over the front of the engine. So.
You remember that one car that came from Miami or somewhere, and that pulley was completely locked up, and the belt was spinning quite happily.
Yeah, this one did for a while because she said it was squeaking for like a week.
Yeah, look at the amount of rubber that's in that water pump.
Yeah.
It's got so much rubber you could use that as a wheel.
Look how hot that thing got where the belt was on it.
Whoa.
The belt did that.
Those balls are definitely falling apart, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yikes. We sell the Nachi pulley bearings in the store. This is something really easy to do. I'll link the video. I showed you how to do it. You're going to take your idler pulleys off, install a new bearing, and put it back together. We sell the belt in the store too if you want to do that at the same time. It's always a good idea to replace it. This is one pulley right here. They're both an idler. One of them is connected to your tensioner. I'll show you it. This one over here, 86 bucks, and then you're going to pay shipping on that. These guys charge you quite a bit shipping. Then the other one over here, $86.59. This is the smooth pulley. This is one that's destroyed on her car. This is the other one that's noisy. We're going to replace the bearing in that one at the same time. I think that pulley from Honda is like 90 bucks now.
Yeah.
Because somebody told me they just bought one and said, I bought it, and found out you guys sell the bearings in the store, and I bought the pulley already.
Gotta get that middle bit out. We need that.
Yeah, it's probably bonded itself in.
Yeah, with as hot as this thing is.
Look how offset it is.
This is what it should look like.
That is wild.
That's the back of the bearing. So this pulley actually broke.
We've never seen that before. So this is actually a step. So the bearing comes in from this direction and it bottoms out against that.
So it locked up a while back and it wore its way through the pulley.
Wore through that, yeah. So that has been spinning. Because look at the shaping on that. There's no way that step. Well, you can see how thick the step is.
It's not.
That step is probably two.
But now it's
maybe 3 mils thick. That is unbelievable. Wow, that's something new. Never seen that before.
Yeah, look at where the pulley was rubbing on that aluminum bracket.
Yeah.
So the back of the pulley was actually rubbing that.
Yeah, you can see where
that
little chunk of it is broken. Let me zoom in there. See that chunk right there? It's wore that piece completely off.
Yeah, so this thing's been going for a while.
Well, the surface is good where the pulley bolts to, which is that spot right there.
Yeah. It just needs a whole pulley.
And that water pump, we're gonna have to pull that pulley off and clean it because
it's got a bunch of rubber on it.
Definitely take care of that one at the same time.
Yeah.
That one is a candidate to put a new bearing in. The other one, absolutely destroyed.
No one else is here. There's no other cars here. So you can see this area where I've cleaned. This is where our sink goes. Our sink is out here. Esther bought a faucet for this, I don't know, a year ago maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and get that installed. I'm gonna get the sink cleaned up here. I got the faucet off, but you can see it's been on there for a while. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, get the new faucet on here, and get this put back in. All right, so I got the new faucet out of the box after cleaning this. This is all cleaned up well enough. Pulled this out, and looking in the box here, I've got the thing there to tighten it down to the sink. I've got the faucet itself, but no water connections. So I guess it's kind of hard to believe that we bought a faucet from China somewhere a year ago and didn't bother to check to see if it had the connections for water. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do here. Either we'll get another one of these from our local, you know, part supply store, or
this was hanging out like over here. And
yeah, you just clipped it?
I just backed over it. So the chain is here just so you don't just come wandering in the shop and, hey, what's going on? All right, so George did film some of the sink. Did he show you this?
I didn't know if someone was eating lunch, so I just...
Oof, we just finished lunch and don't even want to say it. But that has always been a problem. Ugh.
I wouldn't do that.
Of course that happens. That's always been a problem here. It's always had a draining issue. So we just got all kinds of crap from Home Depot. And what happened to the faucet? One that Esther ordered.
Did you walk in with it?
It's an Integra faucet, by the way.
Yes. Integra bathroom.
Integra bathroom. Oh, here it is. Thank you so much, Philip. Much, much appreciated. Esther's going to talk about that. This is the faucet Esther bought, and it's like a bionic arm, but it doesn't have fittings in there, so we'll just have to go to Home Depot and buy a whole bunch of crap to see if we can make this faucet work.
The right hand side, and you're going to pull it forward.
Did you make that hole a little bit more precise?
No.
It's actually quite handy, isn't it?
Yeah.
The angle going up so you could use it to wash your eye.
If you get it just right, you might be able to spray it in the medicine cabinet there, and then that'll do that number. And you got to make a little plate to cover these holes.
What scrap material do we have?
Probably some aluminum would be easier to drill.
Some scrap
Yeah.
stainless. Some scrap titanium.
Titanium, probably the best bet.
There we go. This is perfect.
Yeah, heavy
I'd
duty.
like to make sure we're off an issue. You're referring to the stainless. This.
No, that one's about to fall over.
It's too small.
That might already be the right size. Maybe it's too small.
I would use another bit. Esther's going to complain of that.
Yeah, right?
I guarantee it. That's why I heard her husband don't like working and stuff at the house, because she comes out and nitpicks it. Yeah, I would do it where it's just... Like I say, she's the one that bought the faucet. She's the one that wants to change it. She will nitpick that, I'm telling you.
We'll make it super nice.
I would make it super nice, because I'm telling you, that's why her husband doesn't do anything at the house.
I stepped in the water you spilled. All right, well, along with that pulley and pulley bearing we showed you earlier, I went ahead and pulled the spark plugs out, and they look like they're the originals. If you can see there, I don't know if it'll zoom in or not, they're a bit rounded. The gap is pretty large, so go ahead and got a new set of those coming in. And under the hood here, the coil clips, the tabs are broken on all of them. They're all gone. And I also noticed that the cam sensor clips are broken, and someone's already put a zip tie on those. So I'm gonna go ahead and change those out too. They both have zip ties on them. So we'll get those changed out, get the coil clips changed out, new spark plugs back in it, and then we'll get it washed.
We do sell the coil clips in the store that you can replace them yourself. A really common problem with the S2000s. 0 to 09 are all the same. We also sell the injector clips, which is another common problem, and then the cam sensor clips too.
All right, I've also pulled the battery tie out, and I'm giving it a bit of a wire brush because all of the coating has come off of it. So I'm gonna give that a wire brush and give it a quickie paint just so it looks nice and presentable. All right, so we're back in. Got the drain reworked a little bit. It's much smaller than it was, much more direct. Hopefully it won't clog up as easy. New faucet in. Nice little aluminum plate to cover up the holes. And our new faucet. And it has a wider spray function too. Look at that.
Now we got 2 pulleys back operational and a new belt. And a lot less leaves.
Yeah, I cleaned it out before so you could see how much was in there.
Could so expect to see an animal run around in there. So I think she's going to be happy with this. We're going to go ahead and wash it and make it look nice. It just helps, obviously, presentation, but if you have an issue, you can see it before it becomes a big issue. If you start seeing like belt material, you know, like this, if you just kind of peek under here once in a while.
Yeah, it's like metallic too everywhere because that pulley was like eating itself
Yeah,
alive.
it's shiny. You can see it kind of reflecting on this intake tube. Is that oil cap leaking right there?
Yeah, it's a little damp, yeah, it's kind of coming over here on the dry area.
Can you get it off and see if the seal looks like it's trash?
Let's see if I can get it off with another tool. Yeah. This seal's probably not good. It's perfectly flat.
Yeah. Maybe let's put an oil cap on there. This just looks so nice now. She's going to be really excited to get this back, and I'm excited to tell her your car is back and you can drive it and enjoy it again. So don't let someone tell you that you're too old unless you feel like you are too old. You know, if you can't get it out of your S2000, I totally get it. 73,000 miles. Feels like a nice car. So once you get to a point where you have to drive something beige and something that's like a Crown Vic or a Taurus, okay, I get it. But until that point, drive what you enjoy. Because you was almost going to give this car up when you came in the last time.
Well, that's because of old age.
Yeah, but then I told you you're not old, and I said, let's just fix the car up and then you can drive it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Ooh, easy. I'm sorry.
Not as hard. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. No, it's not a truck. Come on.
You'll be fixing
Been
that
nice to it.
next.
It's 20 years old. So we just found out Paul and I did this top.
Yeah.
And Paul left 15 years ago. Can you believe that? 15 years ago he left because my son is 15 next week. And he basically gave me his notice when I found out my son was arriving. So this top is 15 years old. And you've kept it in great shape.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, I told you I'm going to put you on camera, so thank you very much for your business. I appreciate you coming back.
And thank you and George. Y'all rock.
Absolutely.
And Esther.
Exactly. I will let her know.
Fabulous.
Come to our meet.
I saw it.
Come to our meet. I'll put you in the
State.
VIP parking. There's great people there. You guys will have a blast. Even if you stay for 2 hours, you got to come by and meet all the S2000 guys. They will get a kick out of it that you're driving your car and enjoying it.
Thank you.
All right, this Saturday, 5 p.m.
All right.
I'll go.
Have
I'll be
a great time.
I'll be looking for you.
Thank you, John.
All right, thank you.